One word made Greg blink twice and step back. And all I did was pause. 4 seconds. That was it. No speech, no comeback, just silence. And for the first time in 6 meetings, I didn't walk out wanting to scream into my coffee.
Hey, English learners! Welcome back to the English Corner, your daily dose of effortless English.
I'm Leo.
I'm Tina, and today's episode? It's about a superpower that most people mistake for weakness.
The power of staying calm. Not the pretend everything is fine calm, the real, grounded kind that makes some people very uncomfortable.
Exactly. Because, let's be honest, we all know that feeling when someone tries to provoke you and your brain screams, "Fight back!" But what if the strongest thing you can do is nothing?
Yeah, my brain still screams sometimes, but I'm learning.
We'll get to that. So if you've ever been called too quiet or told you need to be louder to be taken seriously, this one's for you. And while we talk, you'll pick up some beautifully precise vocabulary to describe this kind of strength.
Plus, I've got a jar. A very empty jar, but we'll explain that later.
I also have a list. A list of things Leo says he'll do tomorrow. It's getting long.
Hey, my sticky notes are very motivational.
Are they, though? Let's dive in. Okay, Leo, tell us about Greg.
Oh, Greg. My coworker, Greg. The man who could find a problem with a free lunch. Every team meeting, he'd throw a little comment my way. Interesting take, Leo. Very creative. Or, let's circle back when Leo's done experimenting. Things like that.
Ouch. So he was provoking you.
Constantly. And my old self? I'd snap. I'd over-explain. I'd get defensive. Then I'd go back to my desk, write a sticky note. Tomorrow, just stay calm. And stick it to my monitor. I have a whole garden of those notes now.
A garden of unread intention. Beautiful.
Right? But here's the thing. 2 weeks ago, Greg hit a new level. He said in front of everyone, "Some people just don't have the instinct for this work." And I felt my face go hot. But instead of firing back, I just paused, counted to 5 in my head, and then said, "I'll need to think about that."
And
Greg's face fell. He looked like a puppy that lost its squeaky toy. He had a whole script ready for a fight, and I just didn't show up. That's when I realized, the person who needs you to lose your calm is the person who's already lost their own.
Whoa. Write that down. Actually, I already wrote it down. That's our first cognitive bomb of the day.
I call it my calm jar moment. I have this empty pickle jar on my desk. Every time I successfully stay calm, I add a marble. After that meeting, I put one in. First time in weeks.
So your calm jar went from 0 to 1. Progress.
It's a very small marble, but it's in there.
On my tomorrow list, I have Leo will start his calm jar, dated 3 months ago. So this is a milestone.
Can we not talk about the tomorrow list right now?
Fine. But your story shows something huge. Every time you don't react, you steal the script they wrote for you.
Exactly. Greg's power came from my reaction. Without it, he had nothing.
That's the core lesson. Calm isn't passive. It's an active choice. And for English learners, that choice often shows up in conversations where you might feel attacked, like someone correcting you harshly or making fun of your accent.
Oh, that's rough. So what's a tiny English phrase we can use to buy that pause?
Great question. Instead of reacting with, "You're wrong," or shutting down, try, "I see it differently," or "I need a moment to think about that." Just a little language shift. It gives you space.
I need a moment to think about that. I use that with Greg. It's like a verbal deep breath.
Yeah, and it also makes you sound composed. Which brings us to the next natural question. What if they keep pushing?
Right. What if Greg had said, Oh, now you need a moment? What then?
Then you repeat the pause, sometimes twice. Calm is like a muscle. You build it by refusing to join the chaos. People who provoke are often looking for an emotional echo. If you don't give it, their energy fizzles.
So it's not about winning the argument. It's about not losing yourself.
Exactly. But let's be real, we're all human. Sometimes the button gets pushed at 10:17 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Are you reading my texts?
No, but I'm guessing. What happened?
All right, last Tuesday, 10:17 p.m. I'm in bed, scrolling before sleep. Greg DMs me. Nice work today, champ. Really inspiring. The sarcasm was thick. My fingers flew over the keyboard. I typed 3 different sarcastic replies, then stopped. I locked my phone, breathed for 30 seconds. Then I picked it up again and typed, "Thanks for the feedback. Let's talk about it tomorrow." I stared at it for a full minute before hitting send.
That's a huge win. And you put a marble in the jar?
I did. 2 marbles now. It's practically a collection.
Look at you! But let's not pretend it's easy. The heart of this is, your calm is a quiet gift to the version of you who's tired of fighting.
Wow, that's soft and sharp at the same time.
It's true. Every time you choose calm, you're giving your future self a little more peace. And here's a tiny accountability idea. This week, whenever you pause before reacting, whether it's a text, an email, or a face-to-face moment, text a friend one word. Pause. No explanation needed, just a tiny shared reminder that you showed up for yourself.
I'm going to do that. My friend will probably think I've lost it, but that's fine.
Mine already knows I'm a little odd. But that's the point. Gentle support, no shame.
So what if I fail? What if I snap and then feel like I ruined my whole week?
That's the most important moment. Maybe the strongest thing you can do today is try again tomorrow, not with shame, but with a small, stubborn hope.
That hits. Because I used to think one outburst erased all my marbles, but they're still in the jar. The calm doesn't disappear.
It doesn't. And now, let's take all these juicy words we've been using and have a little argument about them. Okay, word corner time. But today, let's not just list definitions. Let's debate.
Debate? About words?
Yes. Here's the setup. I say that staying calm always makes you stronger. You argue that sometimes calm can look like you don't care, that it can be mistaken for suppression.
Oh, I can argue that. Because I used to think calm meant swallowing your feelings until you explode.
Exactly. So let's weave in our vocabulary. First word, provoked. That's what Greg did to you. To provoke means to intentionally say or do something to get a reaction. So, Leo, when someone is provoked, is reacting really a weakness?
Not inherently. If you're provoked, your body wants to defend itself. But the key is not to let the provocation control you. That's where restraint comes in. That's the ability to hold back. But too much restraint can become suppression, right?
Great point. The difference? Restraint is conscious. You feel the spike but choose not to act. Suppression is when you bury the feeling until it festers. A restrained person is composed, in control of their emotions. A suppressed person might just be numb.
Right. And someone who's truly resilient, able to bounce back after difficulty, they use restraint wisely, not suppress everything. My calm jar isn't about being a robot. It's about practicing resilience.
And here's another one. Self-regulation. That's the skill of managing your reactions. Counting to 5 before speaking, breathing, pausing. That's all self-regulation, not suppression. Active, not passive.
So the whole argument isn't calm versus loud. It's healthy self-regulation versus reactive chaos.
And that's why calm can unsettle people who thrive on chaos. You become unpredictable in the best way. That's a seasoned calm, like someone who's been through storms and learned to stand steady.
Seasoned, resilient, composed. All words that describe the calm I want, not the pretend everything's fine calm I used to have.
Perfect. Let's move to say it better, turning harsh reactions into kind ones. Here are 4 situations where you might get provoked. Let's see how to say it better.
Ready.
First, someone says your idea is stupid. Harsh. You don't know what you're talking about.
Better. I see it differently. Can I explain why?
Second, you're corrected in a humiliating way. Harsh. Don't embarrass me in front of everyone.
Better. I'd prefer to discuss this privately. Let's talk after.
Third, someone interrupts you repeatedly. Harsh. Will you let me finish?
Better. I'd like to finish my thought, and then I'm happy to hear yours.
Fourth, a passive-aggressive comment in text. Harsh. Wow, sarcasm. Real mature.
Better. I'm not sure how to take that. Can we talk in person?
Beautiful. All of those shift the energy from attack to curiosity.
And they buy you that precious pause.
And that's our episode. Before we go, I want to ask you, who or what makes it hardest for you to stay calm? And share one tiny trick that helps you keep your cool. Drop it in the comments. We read every one, and it might help someone else.
Yeah, I need tips. My calm jar still only has 2 marbles.
2 marbles is 2 more than yesterday. That's the stubborn hope. Remember, maybe the strongest thing you can do is try again tomorrow. Not with shame, but with that small, stubborn hope.
I'll drink to that. With tea, from my world's okayest employee mug.
Which is another thing on my tomorrow list. Leo buys a new mug.
Never. This one's lucky.
Okay, fine. Thanks for listening, everyone. Take care of your English and take care of that quiet, steady strength inside you. This is the English Corner. See you next time.